shape still, but you know, we're going to go through everything. Saturday's going to be a very hard day, and put everything together like we know how, and try to get to the finish there.
Awesome. Well, who would you like to thank for getting you up here?
Oh, there's so many people. It's a ton. Obviously, Can-Am, they brought us here 3 years ago, and we've been on the podium 2 out of 3 years, so that's great. Max's Texplex, Raceline Wheels, UTV Race Shop. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden, but Liquid Molly. Sorry, everybody. Elgin Suspension, George White with Double E Racing. He's been here for 2 weeks with us tuning our suspension, and Ed with Texera Tech, and you know, everybody. Thank you very much. Factory UTV. I couldn't be happier. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, and we'll see you on Saturday, and it's time to celebrate.
Hey guys, you know, this week has been interesting. I spent the first, like the last 6 days, I was out at Hammertown. I got to be part of the trophy truck race and a bunch of the qualifying. I spent a lot of time pre-running around, and you get to see some of the highlights from the UTV race today. And if you've had the chance to go to King of the Hammers, then you'll get to understand a little bit what I'm going to share tonight. But a true testament of what driver and vehicle can accomplish. You know, you go out there and there's stuff you look up at and you can't even imagine walking up it. And these cars can go up and down it, be it a UTV, an Ultra 4, or even you know, even the stock classes that they have out there for Everyman's Challenge and so forth. So it's a pretty amazing event. Dave Cole's a good personal friend of mine and Robby's, and I'll give him props for what he's put on. I've been part of this now for, I think, 7 or 8 years. It was the first time I went to it. I think Hammers is just continues to grow. You know, my kids are big fans of all these music festivals like Burning Man and all these different things, and I can tell you this is bigger. You know, they had events every night. They had music. They definitely had dust. I'm still coughing out all the dust I had there for 5 days of riding dirt bikes and running around my Ultra 4. But Sublime played last night, so as an event for our industry, going to Hammertown and being a part of a 10-day off-road music racing festival is pretty great. The vendors there are amazing. Everyone's there to help. You know, Rugged Raiders and PCI are both there, great friends and sponsors of ours, and you know, they're there to work on your car. If there's a problem, you can go over to any of the vendors. From Warren, I had an issue with my ARB locker. I went over to ARB and had it resolved. So all the different things you can do, it's amazing, and we look forward to being there as a company next year and really being a part of it. Robby's out there today. I spent the first half of the week there interacting with customers and vendors, and Robby's been there the last couple of days. I know he's out there today. He's probably still at the race right now, just showing you the podium and how big this event is. That's why I was streaming in the background. But I got to be amazed by some of the other things, and I wanted to share with you because some of these guys are friends over the years, and I just want to show you some of the things that just blow you away. So this video that I'm going to share with you was the Holly Shootout, and I've been to this about 4 times now, and I've never seen anything like this, where the finish of the shootout was about a 30-foot wall, and you'll get to see the carnage of the different guys who didn't make it up the wall at the end. So I'm going to step away and let you guys see this real quick. So just again, an amazing spectacle. So hopefully next year, a lot of our customers out there with us being entertained. Hopefully the dust isn't as bad as it was this year. This was the wall of the Holly Shootout, a little bit to the left. But what was amazing is I've been out here, I don't know how many years now, and been around this, and I've never seen this before. And at night, because they were lighting up the mountain, you could actually see this cowboy hat in the stones. And it was just pretty cool to be able to sit on the side of the mountain with, I don't know, there probably 15,000 people there that night. And lit up the side of the mountain, and be blown away with the carnage and chaos that was happening. What I want to share with you is what we have been doing the last week, because I know that's what everybody is interested in, not that we're out of KOH or anything, but I want to share with you where we are and what we continue to do. So something that's interesting, and people ask why aren't we producing cars yet? You know, with 28,000 parts, you get so many back. And I think I've reviewed this in the past. And one of the things is you get parts back, you have to examine them and understand what's going on with them. I'll give you a perfect example. Our Crescent toolbox we sent out, and that's a product that has draft angles. So as you have draft angles, that's so it can come out of a mold. You know, we have a roto-mold product. You have to pour it in the mold, it has to come out of the mold. So if the draft angles, we call out 5 degrees and they show up with 17 degrees, we lose so many cc's of volume. And that's, you know, at the end of the day, we look at that and we have to make our changes and adapt to make sure we give the right product. So as we go through this last little phase of these final little fit and finishes, these are the things we're checking. So people keep consistently asking, why don't you just produce the car, why don't you produce the car? But, you know, Robby and I aren't in a position to be able to have a start-stop. We can't have fuel rails breaking and fires starting on our cars. You know, I think everyone who's bought a car from us know Robby and I own this company, and we are involved, engaged, and we try to share everything every day. But I think if I asked everybody out watching the show tonight, who is the president of Can-Am, or who's the president of Polaris or Yamaha, it's going to take some research. I know them because a lot of them have been friends over the years. We've done business with them, but in many cases they're not as engaged. So because we're as engaged and our reputation is long, we're taking our time to do it right. I want to show you in this video. So we took time to walk through the dyno room the last week just to show you all the time we put in to developing this engine with the team, with the companies we use to develop the engine, and just show you where we are. You know, we're past development. We're doing final fit and finish and endurance testing to make sure we don't have anything overlooked. We're running motors for hours, pulling them apart, looking at cylinders, making sure that our duration, right? If we give you a car and we know it needs to be serviced and oil changed every so many 100 miles, an air filter, rings on a piston, we're trying to build those books right now of telling everybody what our wear and maintenance cycles have to be. So that's a lot of what's happening in this last phase of what we're doing. But I'm gonna let this video run. And this is Robby at Joey Ernstein's shop, the company that we did predominantly a lot of our engine development with, which is one of the top engine developers in NASCAR. And just to show you the level that we are playing at to bring the best car to market. I'm gonna let this roll.
Like this guy right here, Todd Romano over here in the background. So I'm going to walk you in the back door over here at Arrington Speed Shop, and this is where we do all the development of the Speed UTV engine. This is where we developed it. This is where we kind of designed it. Between the engineering room that you guys see in our place and the actual machine shop, warehouse, dynos, everything you could possibly imagine is inside here. This is where all the magic is done. This is the back door. This is the teardown. And so when engines come in, they come in through there. They come into here. They get torn down. This is the dirty room. So look around. This is the dirty room. There's all the hot cleaners and all the stuff. Down this next hallway, I'm going to go straight to where the dyno is right now. The shortcut, and I'll take you around the rest of the place. So this is obviously in with the contraption of the dyno. You guys have all seen this. Take you for a couple other cool places. These are the two spin promises, sorry. And this will actually allow to run valve train and run the motor without actually running the motor. It'll spin the crank and allow you to understand your valve train and how to reduce friction and do all the other things to make more performance. It's all hot rod stuff is really what it comes down to. And that's what everybody needs to know is we're going to production engine. But once we get the production engine done, then it's game on for hot rod. And with the other guys like Greg Campton and other people we've been working with, we've got some stuff that for performance racing side of things that'll really change the game. So this is we're going to make it major. And so when we get a production part back from the factory and we want to check something, we'll come over here and we'll do a proper measurement of exactly what it is, you know, down to the down to 1, 2 thou, 3 thou, because we've got to have bearing clearances that are perfect. Obviously CNC all around, but down here, thinking of where the real art of it still comes into, and kind of crazy that at the end of the day, everything still has to be smoothed out, and you got to get everything in. You got to do your pouring, you got to do your polishing, and you need to make sure that everything's, you know, the right thing. So it still comes down to that guy that has the eye that's using these tools to really tune all the fine details out of the machine. The machine is getting better. I mean, if you look at some of these things here, I can show you this piece here. Look inside this cylinder wall here, and you know, if you look at that, it's all about how it flows, the direction, the contours, a lot of power in the cylinder head tuning. At the end of the day, it's really a never-ending process when you're looking for more speed, because you gotta have power, you gotta have reliability. That's what it takes to go fast.
So guys, just a little bit more every time of what we are doing to share with you.
All right, now we are into our UTV stock
I think that's
turbo
still
class,
creepy.
and we have RJ Anderson in that number 1
Sorry, hang on a
spot.
second. Let me
Todd,
shut this
the
off.
remote in your hand.
RJ, I saw you.
So most of what we've done and continue to do to get this to market is just finalize these details. I know our sales force gets asked, why am I configuring a car, what are we getting done? So I just want to share with you why we continue to configure cars, why we are making sure we have everyone have their buyer's orders. I know Sherry has been sending out buyer's orders to customers to make sure the information that's on the order, light bar, seat size, everything is correct, because as we get close here in the next, you know, I think Robby said 60 days a couple weeks ago, as we get close here in March to start producing cars, that we have everything right. And once we start producing cars, you know, we're starting to understand that our max capacity at the factory is over 2,000 units a month. We obviously have to ramp up that, so 500 or 750 the first run, and 1,500 or 1,000 the second run. Eventually, within the third or fourth month, we'll be at max capacity. So we'll be caught up on everybody's car in, you know, say 4 to 5 months. So as we try to close out cars, understand where we are, make sure that the correspondence between us and the customer gets done in a timely manner, because if we miss the opportunity or we build your car wrong and you wanted a Robby Gordon edition and you showed up with a purple one versus a orange one, no one's going to be happy. And the ability to make that first impression, that's what we want to do. You know, we're setting ourselves in a different league, both on the delivery schedules, the interaction with the customer, the way to configure a car, all that we're doing to make this this experience unique. And we appreciate all of you guys. Hopefully next week we'll have even more to share with you. But with both of us traveling this week, understanding a little bit more of our customer base, our industry, and our competition, that's why we had to be out and about. Our engineers have been working nonstop, but Robby and I on the road, I want to take the minute to share with you what we've done and keep you updated. So thank you very much, and I appreciate all your time. You guys have a great weekend.